Ace here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is how will Tariq react to Lauren's return? When it comes down to it, for those of you who that know, Lauren is the one that Tariq seems to love the most. And that's not knocking Diana, that's not knocking Effie. He has deep connections with them too. One thing about Book 2 Ghosts is that they did a good job of settling Tariq's connections with each female that he encountered, from Effie to Diana to Lauren, and briefly Anya for that time being. However, when it comes down to it, the relationships between all of them are different, and it very much they represent them on their own selves. And now when it comes down to it, what he loves about Effie is that Effie is like looking in a mirror. So everything Tariq is, Effie is just she's Tariq in female form. All right, Diana, same thing, kind of like looking in the mirror. Diana knows what it is like to be in a life under a drug lord, but the difference between Tariq and Diana is that Diana had to be raised into that life since she was a kid. She knew about stuff like that since she was a kid. Ghost went out his way to protect Tariq from that life. He didn't even want Tariq to know that he did it. Tariq found out, of course, through Kanan. But with that being said, there is still looking in a mirror to some degree, because she is like the naivety that Tariq had. But the thing is, she was more into the game than he was at that age. And so with that being said, when he looks at Lauren, he looks at what he could be. He looks at the potential, the intelligence. He's looking at how she carries herself, you know, the class and everything of that nature. Pretty much Lauren looks like what the life Ghost built around them, and the person that Ghost was trying to become and Ghost was trying to turn Tariq into. So it seems as though Tariq still has some connection to the person he used to be, where he wants to be like his dad and wants to be where his dad is, because Ghost showed Tariq class. He showed him power. He put him in the best of schools. He put him in every place he could put him in that was at the top. Ghost worked to make sure that Tariq, Raina, and Yasmin were successful. And so Lauren is a reflection of that success before all the tragedy struck in the life of Power One. And so with that being said, how would he react to Lauren's return? It's very simple. It's very hard to read to some degree, because Tariq went out his way to not be like his father in terms of the weakness. And what I mean by that is that he keeps everyone that he loves away from him. So you got Tasha, Big Mama, Yasmin. They live far away from Tariq. He doesn't want a partner because he saw what Ghost went through with Tommy, and he believes, you know, carrying like being around a partner 24/7 is going to weaken him. And so he's putting Braden over the fight clubs and the nightclubs. I mean, the parties, because Braden is now officially really the number 3, while Effie is the number 2, and Effie is handling, like, you know, technology, numbers, and things of that nature, and Tariq is really just alone. And so with that being said, Lauren being around them, it's a situation where it's really hard to read, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he doesn't want weakness. He doesn't want it. You obviously would think that, oh, Lauren shows up, Tariq is gonna be, oh man, I miss you, all that stuff, right? But the thing is that if he's trying to not be like his dad or make the mistakes his dad made, then he's really going to probably distance himself from Lauren and not really have nothing to deal with her. Now, I know what you're saying, you know, the whole Angela Valdez thing, because Lauren is definitely the Angela Valdez of the crew. And basically with that being said, remember, Angela left the life when they were young, and Ghost and Tommy were all that was left, along with the crew of Kanan and Jukebox and them. And then Ghost ended up meeting Tasha, and he ended up creating a life and creating a family with Tasha. However, when Angela showed back up, it was the end. Ghost went right back to being James St. Patrick when he met Angela, and Ghost ended up falling in love with the girl that he truly loved the whole time. And that could be a similar situation to Tariq, but Tariq is not putting himself in a situation where he has a family. He came close with Diana, but when it comes down to it, if Lauren shows back up, he's going to be single. He's going to be just doing his own thing, and he may want to be with her, and he may not want to be with her. Remember, he doesn't want people around him that he loves. He wants to be in a situation where he is just doing his thing, and that's the reason why I'm saying his reaction to Lauren's return may not be what you think it's gonna be. And so I think this is the thing. He'll try to stay away from her, but he's gonna fall. And what I mean by that is that eventually, if she chases him, because you got to think about her reaction too, she may try to stay away from him as well, because she's gonna think he's trouble. Even though she has some love for him, she's gonna probably think he's trouble. But if he resists her, then she's gonna chase him. And if she resists him, he's going to chase her. and they are going to have a moment together again, and he's going to probably try to build a life with her and build a family with her, and I think that will create some conflict between him and Diana, definitely. Him and Effie, maybe. But when it comes down to it, we are going to see how that plays out. This is what I think that is going to happen should Lauren return, and that would be Tariq's reaction. But that's all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Bees here. Just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And